And then we're going to go why don't I
if I go to channel.
your channel, yeah. So if it, so you do you see my
There's no panels.
do you see my you refresh
see
my
my
stream page.
refresh my stream page. Refresh my stream
Okay, so you got me there now.
page.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm going to turn on
So you got me
my.
there now.
I want to have it.
Now I'm going to turn on my.
Let's go to the
I'm
desktop.
going to turn on
Like
my.
maybe some panel suggestions.
The desktop.
It won't let me scroll them.
I got to mute my end here. It's going to be all fed back. Here's my desktop. That's probably going to be too. That's probably going to be too wildly. I don't think that. I think I want to add a new source. We'll call it a.
Found something that said add a text or image panel.
Well, they may have changed it, so you have to do that first. All right.
They gave me a couple of suggestions, but I can't scroll through them. I have to go to extension manager. Oh my gosh, you don't make this easy.
Oh, what did I go to? Hang on, I'm not finding what I'm looking for.
Okay.
It's kind of going to be like a desktop. We're going to go to add a new, not transition. Huh. Can't remember where to put it. Oh, right here, duh. All right, so this is going to be no source added. We're going to put a add source video webcam. And then we're going to add a, what are we going to call this scene? I don't know. We'll add another thing, add source. This will be a screen capture, smart selection. Yeah, that'll work. All right, so then Okay, so now you should see, I'm hoping, but you don't, do you?
Do I need to refresh?
No. It should be showing my browser window, but it's not. So why not? Google Chrome. Maybe I have to do it on a desktop. It's going to be kind of funky. That's weird. I'll just show that. How about if I go to your window? It should show that too. Maybe it's just the tab that's picking. Shouldn't matter. Well, maybe I'm dumber than I thought I was. That should just work. Blood Marauder Twitch, that's the window. Exclusive window capture. Layout, height, effects. Oh, there it goes. Okay. All right, there it is. So now, I don't know why it's sticking that down in here. That's kind of funky.
Okay, I see your desktop.
Yeah, but I've got a double desktop. I don't really know why.
Oh, the little window below.
Yeah.
Just close it. Your
Oh,
cursor is
maybe it was just a notice maybe. All right. Okay, cool. So, and you can see my cursor too. So now you can see my account here.
Yes.
So what I have in here is confusing, but as I scroll down here, so I see this little edit panel switch thing here.
Yes.
So if you click on that button, then
Turn it on.
yeah, then you get all these panels, and each one of those panels, see the little.
Get all those panels though.
Well, you may have to add them because maybe you have to say add a panel because I didn't used to have to. It used to have them just default.
It says add a text or image panel. So just text, guessing.
Yes, an image panel, like the text panel used to. See, I've got a panel title spot and then an add an image, and I just put a schedule graphic there, and then I've got markdown language, which basically is.
Don't look like yours.
Oh, well, you can figure that out though, probably, right?
I can figure something out.
Yeah. So basically, that's where you go to figure that.
It also gives me the option of extension panel. I don't know what that is.
It sounds great. I don't know. I don't know what that is either. Um, yeah, I don't know. That's funny. So maybe they've changed it, and mine still has the old version, or I have no idea. Oh, I see that. I've got that up here. Engage your community with panel extensions. Let me see. Spotify recently played. No. Suggestion box. Twitch picks. I don't care about that. So I can add these. It'll turn these panels on also down below my other ones, or I can move them around.
Right. My box says it all together. It says add text or image or extension. Like, this is my choice.
Yeah, but do you see do you have just a panel you can add?
When I press on the add text or image, then it looks like yours. But it didn't look like it until I pressed on that. So I
Okay.
have an extra step.
Okay. I might have one. I just don't know where it is, or what it is, because I haven't been in here for a long time. So anyway, you'll want to fluff that out just with some basic stuff, and you can go look at other people's streams and see what they've done and see if there's anything you want to steal, or just do whatever you want. But just be aware it's there. Be aware that people actually do sometimes look down there, and especially if you mention, "Hey, I've got patterns on my Etsy site," or "I've got this tutorial on my Etsy site," you can check that link out below. You want to have a link over to your Etsy site. Okay, so then now that we have that working for you to see, we don't really care beyond that. If I bring this over, it should, is it going to grab my whole window? Let's add another.
Infinite windows?
Yeah, pretty much. Let's add another source. Add source. We're going to go screen capture, smart selection. Oh. Add source. No, that's not working either. Add source. Device, webcam, capture cards, video, web page, media file, scene. Streaming live. Where's streaming live? Well, I guess I could just set this up on what's the resolution on your screen?
How would I find that quickly?
Or you could right click on the desktop and say display settings from the drop down, and then scroll down.
920 by 1080. 1920.
Okay, great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to go full screen, and I'm going to say add source, screen capture, monitor capture, desktop 2. Great. And then I'm going to make that big, and there's my whole screen. And I don't really need all of that stuff in there. And then you should get on my stream.
Infinite windows.
Yeah, I don't know why you're getting infinite windows. That's kind of funky. But I know what I need to do. Maybe I can't set it up this way. That's funny. There's my desktop. My desktop makes it too small to see anything, though, doesn't it?
I don't know.
Probably. Do you see something now?
It's black at this moment. Okay, I see it.
Oh, okay. So that makes it too small to see stuff, right?
I don't know.
I mean, you can't.
I can't read anything.
Right. Well, okay. Well, let's see if that works. If I go back here to this, I don't think it should do that. What does this give me? I haven't set up my screen to basically to do this, so let me play for a second here. Remove, add source, window capture. Streaming live should be here, but it's not. Scene, doesn't show it there. Yeah, I want to have it show what I'm doing. Window capture. Desktop 1 or 2, so maybe it's going to have to be smart selection. It's not very smart. I don't know why it's recursive. That's what's weird.
I don't, because you're showing your screen and your live feed.
I know, but it should, there should be a button I can click to tell it not to keep.
It wouldn't be infinity screens.
What's that?
If you scroll down,
There,
I wouldn't see infinity screens.
I can't here because this doesn't have a scroll down. This is actually broadcaster.
So you want me to see your live feed?
I want you to see my broadcaster setup.
Because all I see is your live feed infinity.
No, you're seeing my broadcaster window. And you're seeing what's behind it when I move it around because I'm moving it outside of the box that I selected, so that doesn't help. Oops.
You have to keep your live feed on.
Well, my live feed is on.
Ignore the infinity screens and just pay attention to that.
I know, it just would be easier if we didn't have to do that too, right? There should be just a way to tell it not to just do the main app and ignore itself, but I'm not seeing that. Seeing streams, flash stream might be. Oh, maybe if I do, no, that won't work. Oh, I know what I could do. Maybe. Well, we'll just try this. So you're just going to have to ignore. You're right. For now, that's what we'll do. Okay, so what I have here is this is broadcaster.
Right now I see nothing.
You should get more.
Now I see. Okay.
Okay, so if I go to what happens if I go to here? You get my Mech. Do you still get that? Do you still get the whole window?
Yes.
Are you getting just a black page and my face, or do you get all the white?
I'm not getting your face. I'm getting the.
Oh yeah, see, so that loses my other stuff. So let me do this. We're gonna go. Live desktop.
I'm seeing your broadcaster window. Then I saw your promo.
I'm doing all sorts of things here. So
Full desktop.
so you should be able to see the bottom panel all the time now.
Right now I see nothing.
It'll take a second here because I'm working it around. Okay, so now, so if I switch here to like a close up of me, you'll get that.
I'll always use your broadcaster window. I don't have view anymore. When you made it go big, it covered up your.
Yeah, because that close up, see these little, so down the bottom right corner here, see where my mouse is?
And now I see you, and now you're going away, and now.
Oh, it's just a big lag. It's a big delay.
Okay, I
Okay.
see you.
Okay, so down the bottom right corner, you see where it says MechWarrior Live 1080p on a button?
Yes.
Okay. Then there's split screen dual, there's pre-show, there's close-up, there's iPhone wildcam. Desktop live. So if I click on desktop live, not on my, I need to go over here to do it actually. If I click on desktop live, that gives me my big desktop, which I have this other browser running on. And if I go my pre-show, it gives this little picture, and then a close-up will give me a close-up of me. I have a stream over screen. I have a dual split screen, which has Jessica on top and me on the bottom for gameplay, and then back to the MechWarrior Live page. So now those will pop up, and you'll see me do them on there. This is where you set up scenes, is over here on the right. And the little plus button lets you add a, these are like just, they're basically scenes. And in a scene, you can have a whole bunch of different assets or resources or things that you're going to do. I guess we need to go to Discord because my battery's dead now almost. So can you install Discord real quickly? It's
What's Discord on
it,
my computer?
yep, it's like a Skype. I just know that
Okay.
I know that it won't interfere with what we're doing, so that's why I'm saying we should use it. Skype's going to demand to have the webcam, and Discord doesn't demand to have the webcam.
Download. Does it matter where I download it from?
I would get it from the Discord folks, so go to,
Discord. Download now for Windows.
yeah, Discord app.
It's going to take 3 minutes.
What? 3 minutes? What are we going to do for 3 whole minutes?
Do I need to finish setting up my XSplit?
Yeah, so hopefully I'll be able to walk you through it now that you can see mine,
Oh.
and we'll just kind of go through the different settings and make sure you've got something similar, basically.
When I opened XSplit, first it wanted to upgrade or update. So it did all updates for
Okay.
5 minutes, whatever.
It updates pretty frequently.
And now it says it didn't shut down properly last time. And it wants to, yeah, sure, load from current presentation, whatever. I'm not the one that shut it down. So
Right, right.
they did. Anyway,
The nerve.
I'm down to 1 minute on the
Oh, that's
Discord.
fast. That's a fast 3 minutes.
Well, are those seconds and minutes remaining always that accurate? Like watching a football game.
Yeah, they're not. It's like fourth down and 30 seconds left to go. Check back in an hour and you'll know who won. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. So then Discord's going to want to use either a headset or something with a microphone. It can use your laptop's microphone and your laptop's webcam, or you're going to hook up that external webcam, right?
Right. I haven't done it yet because Skype didn't like it for some reason.
Oh, brother. That's funny. Isn't Skype owned by Microsoft now?
I don't know, but when the webcam was plugged in and Renee tried to Skype me, it said it couldn't use the cam because it was
Basoning?
Well, right, when you basted turkey, but what, with game turkey?
Where are you seeing that?
Discord is doing that to me.
Oh,
Weird.
oh, it just has silly things as it starts that it says. Like
Oh,
rigging the overlords for pickup, or it says all sorts of dumb stuff.
oh.
They're funny, they're cute. They have to say funny things.
None of my games on my phone says funny things like that, but
Probably a bunch of teenagers writing code.
oh, I didn't read that one fast enough. Absorbing the content.
Yeah.
Isn't it absorbing, not absorbing?
Yeah, like they don't care. They're going to say whatever darn well they want to.
Detecting account.
They could be saying twizzling the feelers. It's whatever they want to say.
It says welcome back. How can it say welcome back if I've never had it before?
It's confused.
I need to register. I've never used a QR code in my life. I'm an old fogey.
I'm going to put my headset on.
What does it do? A username? People?
You're going to have to make it. You have to make it. I would make it similar to your channel, or just go with Wiggins. See if Wiggins is taken, or see if you want Andrea Wig, or if you want uh, Higgins.
Almost everything I have says Andrea Wig. That's easier.
Yeah, try that then.
Oh, the Discord Andrea Wig. Create a new server and invite friends, or join and invite join.
Go ahead
Create
and
a
make
server.
go ahead and make a new server so that you're in charge of everything that you want to delete people that are hassles or whatever. Just make a new server. It's free. Doesn't really matter.
Okay, that one will be called Makering. Server name. US. Create. Invite friends to Makering. I don't need to do that, right?
Yeah, let me see if it gets me to you. Can I find Makering? New mentions. New mentions of what? New. No. Try inviting Dark Marauder with a space. It's a capital M, capital D, and dark.
It says share this link. I don't know how to.
Yeah. So here, I'm gonna do this.
Anything. Invite your friends. Share the button.
Let me do this. I will go here. I'm going to pull you down into Ghostland so I can get you that way maybe. So let's go invite. What'd you say your username was?
Andrea Wig.
Okay. Capital A.
I lowercase. It's all lowercase.
Oh.
I didn't realize there was a difference.
Oh no. May not matter. It's not finding Andrea Wig. I don't know how long it takes to become real.
I. You wanted me to look up Dark Marauder or Blood Marauder?
Dark Marauder is my Discord name. Blood Marauder is just on Twitch. Everything else is pretty much Blood Marauder. Unfortunately. Wah!
It doesn't. This is kind of it. If I put your name in the search, it should find you. It doesn't say we searched far and wide, and unfortunately, no results were found.
Did it
How
give
far did you
did it
search?
give you a 4-digit tag on your name?
4-digit tag on my name?
Did it add 4-digit number like pound and 4 digits to your name?
Where would that be?
I'm looking. Let's see my account. I don't know. Like it just shows up a lot of times when you, especially when you text somebody. I don't know. I never do this part. Where's make ring? Okay, it's not there. Let's go to friends. Nope, it wants a tag. That's weird. Why does it want that? I can't add it, I guess. That's weird. Okay, so let me put this in the... Can I put it on my stream? Can you see the chat on my stream?
Yes.
I just popped in a link to Discord in there, to my Discord server. What happens if you click on that?
I've been invited to join Death's Hand Brigade.
Go ahead. That's our Discord server. There you are. Now you're in there. So in Discord, you should be able to see me, and you should be able to see Ghost Lance above that, above us. And I can hear you on comms. I'm gonna hang up because my phone. I'm just gonna let my phone go dead. I think it's time to let this battery run all the way out. Over on the left, you see like a column with a bunch of buttons kind of on it, and then a column with a bunch of names.
Black. It went black.
Nice.
The whole thing went black.
Black's all black.
It's all black.
Why would it do that? Can you hear me through your computer?
Well, this is awkward. Looks like Discord has crashed.
That's funny. I can still hear you.
On the screen, you did?
Yeah. Yeah.
It redid its thing and it's black again. It doesn't like me.
Huh.
Okay. Now, okay, so my window, there's a really big exclamation point over the headphones thing.
It's having trouble figuring out your sound stuff then. Right click on
Does
your...
it want me to put my headphones on? But I don't have a
mic?
Right, it's supposed to be my computer mic. It can't be headphones.
It's using your computer mic right now anyway, so it's fine.
Okay, we'll see what happens here.
Can you hear me on that?
I hear you on my headphones.
Okay, I'm gonna I'll leave that going. Okay. So do you see an invite friend request from me anywhere? Like over on the left, if you go to the home button, and then you should have a menu that says activity library, nitro, friends, and direct
Right.
messages under that. If I can click on
Pending.
friends.
Okay, I confirmed that we're friends.
Okay. So now I should get, I don't know why they don't have a profile number. Profile, message server, mutual friends. We don't have any. December Gager in that group. User info, it doesn't really say. So I don't know how to get your number. All that this does for us though is it lets us talk with my phone going dead. We can still talk.
Okay.
So I'm going to hang up the other.
Okay.
Because it's almost dead. All right. So now I'm just going to downsize that, and then you're going to load up your broadcaster.
It went away.
It went away.
Well, every time I open it, it goes away.
Aren't you going to miss it?
I don't know. It's like it gets impatient, and if I don't give it attention, it goes away.
I see.
This is the third time I've logged in.
That's kind of weird.
It said it unexpectedly closed again, so it keeps closing itself. So I continue. Okay, so how do I get this onto the online thing?
Okay, so what do you have open?
I have my broadcaster open.
Okay, and it's just a blank kind of page.
It says, it says welcome to XSplit Broadcaster. Check out the manual or watch
okay,
tutorial.
Great. So first thing you're going to do is down at the bottom, you've got kind of a white list that's empty, big white area.
The scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, scene 4. That's
yeah. So let me go turn this thing off here. Hang on.
Not really white.
Well, I don't know what color you've got.
Yours isn't white either.
Yeah, it is. Where my cursor is down here at the bottom. Big white list.
I don't see your cursor.
Underneath the photo, the image of me, the video of me.
Oh, that.
That's that stuff. So up here
it says nothing.
Right, it's empty. We haven't put anything in it yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to turn off my photo of me, which is ready. See the Logitech HD Pro webcam C920. I'm going to turn that little eyeball off over on the right of it, and now I disappear. Now I'm back.
And it doesn't respond that quickly.
I know it takes a while. Sorry.
But you click the little eyeball. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to just kind of talk about things for a second. So where it says scene, right? A scene is a file I can load up automatically when I start this program. It can be a file that I save and can come back to. It can also be like if I go up to File, Presentation is the entirety of everything I load into this session. So a presentation would be like a whole night's program of a TV show or a play. And in that TV show or that play, I could have the weatherman, I could have the news anchor wide shot, the news anchor close-up on Bob and the close-up on Joan as separate shots, and I could have a cut to remote Susie interview on the streets, and I could have a cut to my phone broadcast. Like I can use my iPhone as another camera and I can broadcast to that or from that and put it onto the web. So I can set up a whole bunch of different sources. They can be cameras, they can be feeds from phones, they can be feeds from a computer game, they could be feeds from program, like if you were in Illustrator and you wanted to do an Illustrator tutorial, you could capture the Illustrator window and stream that with your picture over the top at the bottom corner or something like that, right? So what you do then is if you set up like 10 different scenes, then you can save that whole presentation out with the file save presentation. Okay. Down here at the bottom right, we have scene buttons. So I've got like the stream MechWarrior Live 1080p. I've got split screen, pre-show, close-up of Bruce. If I switch to that, it's just me. Hey, it's just me. And then that'll show up on my stream in about 20 seconds. And if I switch it to the iPhone Wildcam, it's going to then look for my iPhone, which if I was going to go, actually, let's go back to Bruce. If I was going to go turn that on, I would go here to you video maybe. Video tools, and then go to the NewTek NDI, which is a network video interface thing. And then I could go to that, and when I turn on record, it's going to, on my phone, it's going to basically pick up, I think it's going to, come on, baby. Come on, baby. Do. It should find it. For some reason it's not. I don't really know why. Normally it just finds it, and everything I point my phone at comes on the stream, which is cool. Because if the cat's jumping around, then I can look. My cat's jumping around. I can show that, and people are thrilled, right? It's like, oh my gosh, that's so great. The cat is jumping around, and then because it's cats, and then I can go off of that back to the desktop. It could be because I'm running out of battery. This thing's almost like a 1% now, so I'll just kill that. I can go to my desktop and show whatever's on my desktop, and I can show my stream over thing and stuff like that. I also have set up a bunch of, I can add one, if I click the little plus button here, then I can add new scenes, okay?
Okay, but when you say, when I press this button here, I don't see it for like 20 seconds later.
I know. So you'll watch this and it'll start to trickle through and you'll see, and you might want to, you've probably got me muted on my stream, right? So you don't hear me talking at the right time. So all that stuff, those buttons on the far right bottom are different scenes. And what happens is if I click to the close-up of Bruce, you can you see the left bottom where it says now Logitech HD Pro C920? You'll have to wait a minute. If you refresh your screen, by the way, if you refresh the page, it'll get rid of some of that delay. It'll be like 6 or so seconds then instead of 20. It just gets more delay over time.
Okay.
And then it says underneath that, it says Bruce Overlay Cockpit, Transparent Cockpit.
I'm watching a hamburger commercial.
What? Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. That's right. They've got ads everywhere now.
McDonald's. Okay. No
All right.
more hamburger.
So do you see the big shot of me now on the screen?
Yep.
Okay. So on the bottom left in the white area, the scene area, it says close-up of Bruce. That title right on the left, close-up of Bruce, is the exact same thing as the button name over on the right, close-up of Bruce. It's blue right now. And back over on the left, it says Logitech HD Pro Webcam. If I turn that off, I disappear, and it shows my cockpit view that I have as a background to that. Because what I was going to do is set that up and scale it so it looks like when I'm on a green screen and there's no stuff behind me showing, it'll look like I'm sitting in that cockpit.
Got it.
Right? And so I can turn me on, and I would just scale it down. I could do that right now. I grab it. I can scale it down. My head should probably be about here. So I need a body. I need to add a body to me. Oh well, something else to do, right? So my head should probably maybe go right about there. Maybe I can go a little smaller. So something like that's going to happen eventually, and I'll just blend in with whatever body's there, or I'll do a wider shot and leave it big on a green screen.
Right.
And then I can turn that cockpit thing off by clicking the eye on it, just have my head float if I want. Or I could have the game on there. So if I click on the MechWarrior Live button, then notice it says up here on Scene MechWarrior Live. Now MechWarrior Live, that's when I'm actually playing the game, it has a whole slew of layers. I have a whole bunch of layers. And a lot of these layers are things like the auto-detecting the game. There's my desktop. If I want to just turn on my desktop, I could turn off the game stuff. But I also have, I don't know, what do I have locked here? What's that? Twitch chat viewer. That's so if I want to put on people's chat on the stream, I can do that. These are widgets. See, it says viewer count token. This one I just highlighted. You'll see it in a minute here. And donation ticker and alert box. These are overlays that get stuck on top of my scenes. And it's all in layers. So if I want like a certain thing to be layered on top of something, I have to put it above it in the list, basically. Like if I want my head above everything or whatever. But anyway, those are services. You can get an account at a streamlabs.com, and it's free. And then when somebody subscribes to your channel, you'll get a notification, and it will pop up on your screen with an alert that says, oh, look, somebody pricked their finger with a thimble because they joined your channel. Or you can show a cute animation, or you could just show a thank you picture, or whatever you want to do. So if you were to subscribe to my channel, that would pop up that message. And in fact, have you subscribed to my channel before?
No, I have not.
So,
but I have been on when someone subscribed.
So yeah, so you know what that's like. So then those are set up by first creating an account at Streamlabs, and then getting a token in their setup pages for that thing. And they have multiple features, so you get a token for each one of the features. And the token's really just like a security key that says only you get to communicate to this thing, right? Mm-hmm. And so then when you add this, what we do is down at the bottom of this list, before we go here, actually, see, I've got a whole bunch of other stuff on here. Some of these things are, like my logo animation things. Mm-hmm. Right? So I've got my ink drop animation. Let's see if it plays when I've got this other stuff going. It's beautiful.
It looks a bit like a jellyfish just exploded.
Yes, it does. But this one's important. Oops. Sometimes this doesn't turn off. It's a little bit buggy. Interesting.
It's overtaken.
Yeah, so I can pick any of these and play them with a push of a button because I have a Stream Deck.
Uh-huh.
I didn't mean to play that one again. It looks like there. Okay, so it's back. So I just set up buttons, but you could set up. I have hot buttons on a Stream Deck, which is a physical device. I mean, Stream Deck. But you could set up.
You showed me.
Yeah,
showed me that.
You could set up individual buttons over here on the right, or you could trigger them on just by going to these things, right? Mm-hmm. And clicking it on, like I just did.
Right.
And then it turns off by itself. How do you make all these things? That's all you really need to know, basically, is you go here to add source, and then you say, is it going to be a screen capture from a window or a monitor? Is it going to be a desktop capture? Is it going to be a smart selection from something? If it's going to be a game, you can do auto detect and you can start the game and have it do auto detect for that game. If it's a webcam, you can say, gee, look, I've got a Logitech HD Pro webcam. I want to use that source. So you pick that and it will drop it in here, and then you can grab the corner and scale it to any size you want, or you can click on it and drag it to wherever you want on the screen. If you have an overlay like I do, you can make a transparent, like that cockpit, transparent cockpit. That's showing up behind there. I don't want to show that there. Here, this is an overlay that doesn't have any broken out space. So it's just my ghost lens pick of the car, I mean the sticker. But that could be a JPEG that has transparency, and wherever there's transparency, it shows whatever's below it, which is the screen, right? So I can go here to my, here's my iPhone layer, here's my main ghost lens. That just turned on the little ghost lens logo with dark Marauder, the subscript tip, and it's got the free to play over here on the right. That's my kind of my screen donut that drops down on top of everything. It's got the little Mech and the ghost lens by my face. So that's a transparent GIF or JPEG. Not a JPEG, it's a GIF. No, I'm sorry. Sorry, it's not a GIF. It could be a GIF. A GIF would work, but there'd be lousy color resolution on the thing. It's a ping. Have you used pings before?
Yes, because I have transparent backgrounds.
There you go. So that's basically, if you want to do something that twizzles around your picture of you, you can make a thing that is of whatever size you want. I keep it the correct aspect ratio for a screen, and then put it where you want it on a 1080 by 1920 by 1080 screen, and then pull that in as a add source, and you can tell it you want a picture, right? So I can go here.
Right.
It was right here, right? If I go settings, I can also right click on it. It pops up this little thing, and that's the path to the photo that I'm using. I can change that and go point to a different photo. I can also do other stuff, and I can do chroma keying here. So like if I have my video shot of me talking, my talking head, and I have a green screen behind me, and I light that screen up so it's fairly even, then I can take my video and I can say I want to use chroma keying, and I'm going to key out all the green on this background. And I do it by right clicking on that, or right clicking on that, meaning the actual picture, right clicking on the listing in the list there, or I can click on settings. So there's lots of ways to get to it, basically. Of course, I left that. So the kind of the things that you need to think about are, I'm probably going to be streaming my face, and I'm going to be streaming what I'm working on, and so I want to set up a scene in my presentation. I want to set up a scene for my face, and I want to add a source for the HD webcam for that, and then I want to have a button that switches to the scene for the close-up of my sewing machine or my work table or whatever. So it's just a close-up camera view or a full screen camera view of just it. Or you might have two webcams at some point, so you're showing one of your work and one of your face, so your face is always on the screen all the time. And then you actually bring in two webcam sources, and one you scale down and make small, and one you leave big full screen, right? And you just do it all by adding these sources, and you can switch between the presentation by clicking on the buttons. Basically, they're like hot clicks. Rather than having to scroll through and find things, you can actually set up preset lists, and that's what this is. If I go over here to stream over, notice it changes I've only got one asset in here. I've got the Dark Marauder offline 1080p screen. That should pop up there in a second. And I just click the stream over button. And if I click the close-up, if I click the pre-show, I get the helicopter jumping out of the helicopter shot, and it has 3 different shots in it. That's so I can change it up if I want. Right now it's got the helicopter, but I could switch it to this other one that has a mech and a big picture of me, or this third one where there's a smaller picture of me and it's the mech on Volcano World or whatever. So I can kind of pick any of these, but they all say offline, right?
Right.
I'm gone, so you're out of luck. But I can pick whatever I want that to be for my stream done or pre-show. This one's really pre-showed, so it's Dark's lacing up his boots and will hit the ground shortly, so they know that I'm coming. They don't care. They don't watch. I just do it because people do it. But if you know you're gonna, like you're gonna start the stream on time, but you suddenly
Right.
you realize you haven't gone to the bathroom and you don't want to be sitting there for an hour and a half, then you could put something like this up and say, just about to start or something like that.
Right.
Or if you're gonna do a break, it's nice to have a break. Like on my main thing here, I have let's go back to that button. I have a break shot. And it's just an empty cockpit, and I'm trying to decide what words I want to stick in over that. Like, be right back. Accidentally, I'll probably put something like, oops, bumped the eject button. I'll climb back in 3 minutes or something.
Right.
Right. So you think about what kind of things you might need, and then when you're making any graphics for your stream, you can just kind of make a list of what you want and then make those, and then you can pull them all in at one time. But you don't have to. You can add these at any time willy-nilly.
Right.
And then just remember now and then to save it. Go File, Save. Like I save this presentation. I've got different screen resolutions. Like here's a 1920 by 800, which is for my ultra wide if I want to do the big wide screen. And here's 1080p, which is really 1920 by 1080, but it makes it easy for me to know what I'm going to load up when I start. So let's set yours up. Let's do it. And then the other thing you're going to need to know, excuse me.
All I see is your cockpit right now.
It'll go away a second. The other thing you need to know is up on top here is where it says broadcast. I've got a Twitch direct broadcast set up to go to Twitch. You'll need to go into your Twitch account and you'll need to get one of those keys from its setup area. And they'll give you a big long key that you add into the settings for this. And you could do you see it now, the broadcast at the top?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to pick on like the gear next to Twitch Blood Marauder. And it's gonna pop up a dialog box, and the stream key is going to have to go in there. Depending on your graphics card, you're going to pick whatever graphics card they find in your card, in your laptop, basically. And you could do some testing to see how fast you go. My bit rate is like 2100. I normally stream at 45 kbits, like 45,000 kbits per second. And the codec is I'm using the H.264 GeForce GTX whatever codec. You're going to need probably 30 frames per second. You don't need 60. You can use your audio can be like mine's 160 kbits for the audio, and that's fine. You can be fine with that. And most, like you're not going to turn on multi-track recording with microphone system audio because that would record it to your laptop. And you don't really want to do that. But the first thing you do is set up just to a Twitch account, right? And test that and we'll make sure it works. So we'll try to do that right now. And then what you'll do, probably like what I do, you may do this, you may not, is you can, like I've got a custom configuration that goes to Restream.io, and at Restream.io, I've actually put in the Twitch and the YouTube keys and pointed to those channels. so that when I stream to Restream.io, it takes those, splits them, and sends them to both those platforms automatically for me. So I'm only streaming to one platform, but it goes to two. The advantage to doing that, aside from having more viewers possibly, is that unless you're paying money to Twitch, they only keep the last 30 days worth of streams, and then I think it's limited to a certain number of those. Whereas
Right.
YouTube keeps everything. So you wouldn't have to worry about saving things necessarily to your local hard drive if there's like a thing you want to do later as reference or make highlights or something like that. You could go pull it down from YouTube. Okay, so if you, what happens if you go, like, can you go up there to broadcast, and does it have anything set up at all right now?
It says set up a new output, and then it gives Twitch an option.
So do that. Set up Twitch. You're going to have to go into your browser to your Twitch account and get your stream key code from that.
It's asking me to authorize.
Go ahead and do that.
I have to remember my stuff. Shoot.
Do you have it written down somewhere?
So, probably.
It's really dumb, isn't it?
Too many things to remember.
There's way too many things to remember. Wait till you get to be old like me, Wiggins.
Is my username? Did my username change though? Is it now Makering instead of?
Your stream name is Makering on Twitch, so it probably is Makering.
Looking authorize. Will allow. Okay.
Then you should be able to find. You should be able to find an authorization code.
Determining best ingest server.
Okay, good. It's going to find a local data center that has a good speed.
Attempting to stream to Hong Kong.
Bad idea.
Oh, that's hilarious. It's trying. Do I have to press a button?
No, you should wait. I think it should go through. You have to pick whatever it comes up with and say, I want to go to this one. What's it? Has it come up with anything besides Hong Kong?
Okay, it says attempting to stream to Asia.
Oh my gosh.
Capable through target server where's 200 kbps.
That's terrible.
Based on the choice below, the wizard will prefigure your channel settings to match the desired resolution. That's the only option I have. I can press back or I can press finish. I can press redo test.
Is there can you pick down like a geographical area? Can you say I'm in Hawaii?
No, it doesn't let me change anything. I can just redo the test.
I spell Kauai.
Kauai. I'm closer to the US than I am to China.
Yeah, I would think so. And you'd probably have better bandwidth.
But also, it probably should just be like Honolulu or something.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
Should I press redo test?
Yeah, hang on 1 second. I'm looking on.
Or Skip Wizard.
No, just a minute. Hawaii Gamers, what's your ping? Best Twitch servers for Kauai. I'm not finding anything. Try another test while I'm looking, I guess.
What if you just put Hawaii instead of Kauai?
Yeah, try that. I can try that. I mean, but you don't get a drop down, right? How do you spell Hawaii?
Now, it's attempting to stream to Europe.
Oh, good.
Portugal.
What's how do you spell Hawaii?
Exactly halfway around the world. Hawaii.
I never know how to spell it.
That's okay. There's lots of vowels. Oh gosh. Connected to Portugal. I want to visit there, but I'm literally going through the middle of the earth.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm redoing the test because I don't want to be there.
I download.
Oh, it's doing Portugal again. Is it trying to pick a faraway place to say that's how well, if someone was there, they would see me?
Nope, it's trying to find the place that's close to you that has the highest bandwidth at the lowest latency.
Because it says it's attempting to stream to there.
Yeah, because it's going to send to that location that's going to get then distributed across the Twitch network. So your computer is going to be uploading its stream to what hopefully is a fast and quick network connection. And it won't be in China. It'll be somewhere close to you that then gets onto the backbone and pops over to the United States and then goes to California, down into LA for the data center, and goes across the nation on the data pipe and goes to Europe across that way.
It's interesting that Portugal was the same amount as China. Oh, now we're Salt Lake City, Utah.
Oh, it's getting closer then. Yeah, I can't really find anything that tells me. They have a site. If you go to stream.twitch.tv/ingests with a S.
But it doesn't let me choose anything.
It'll give you a recommendation and a key. So go do this. Go to, in a browser, go to stream.twitch.tv/ingests, which is INGESTS, and then another slash. Because this didn't work for me because it's detecting from where I'm at. If you run it, it'll tell you from where you're at.
How do I run it? It just said.
You just paste it in a browser. It'll take you to the page. The page will do the check from where your location is.
The page isn't doing anything.
You're not getting anything there?
The page says, Twist and Chest. These are the locations where Twist has point of presence available.
And
recommended points. Available points. And it's the titles. There's nothing.
Is there a little link on the right? Is there number 1, 2, and number 3 down below, recommended ingest points?
And nothing below it.
So there's recommended ingest endpoints is empty.
It says recommended ingest endpoints for you as a title, and then subtitle. You based optimal network paths detected from your Twitch space. Then there's a couple return spaces, and then it says available ingest endpoints as another header, and then there's a whole bunch of blank spaces below it.
Refresh. Try it again. Maybe it's taking a while to figure it out. Maybe it can't find anything.
Salt Lake City was 2,900. That's a lot more
That's
than
yeah.
China.
That's not bad.
And actually have recommended settings on this one. The other ones didn't even get to the recommended amounts.
I'm not sure why they would send you all the way to Salt Lake City when California is right there before you get there.
Should I finish or should I cross my fingers and try again?
I don't know.
Okay, I pressed another button to try and get it. Okay, so I have. Wow, there's a lot of places.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So the recommended ones for me are all California: Los Angeles, San Francisco, or San Jose.
Great. Now we're talking. So what do they give any speeds or what they'll support?
No,
Do they
no,
give,
it says no.
do they give any ping or latency or anything like that?
It just says number one is Los Angeles.
Okay, pick that one then. So
How do I pick?
it has a link over there on the right, right? Copy that link.
Yeah.
So that's what you're going to put into where you want to send stuff.
Does it have hidden numbers in it somehow?
It has just a code.
But the code is the exact same code for every single place.
No, so what's going to happen is you're going to take where it says
I see. Never mind. It's a little different.
Well,
but
same. You're going to take the part with has the curly braces, stream_key curly brace. You're going to replace the curly braces and the stream key with your stream key. And you're going to use the whole.
I don't know what my stream key is.
Right, but so you're going to take this part and add that part, and that's what you'll use.
You have to open my notepad.
Yeah, because it's going to basically, you're going to say, I want to go to this Twitch ingest point with this stream key, and
okay. So back on XSplit, I should skip the wizard?
Yeah, maybe.
Because there's nothing for me to.
Unless you can put in just that, the first part of that without the. If you could do like, is it live dash something dot Twitch TV? Is it RTMP / live dash LA dot Twitch?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but there's no place to stick that into this little channel setup wizard.
Oh, well, try the wizard and we'll see if we have to go back and manually enter it. See what happens if it finds it. That's what gave you nothing before. Oh, it's that wizard. So
that's
skip
what
that.
I'm at Salt Lake City right now. Do we skip the wizard?
Yep, skip the wizard.
Okay, so now I have a screen that looks like the one you were pointing at.
Okay, so if I go here and I go to set up new output. Oh, I'd have to turn off my stream in order to do this with you in tandem. So I'll just keep streaming and you can tell me what you see and I'll try to figure it out.
Oh. So I want to. The very first thing is credentials.
I don't know what the credentials are. Are they your? I'm going to open it. I was looking at my phone because somebody's calling me and asking me something.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right. For some reason, it's trying to do a auto on mine now.
I'm sorry.
And now it's streaming to two places at once on mine. That's not what I want. Let's try this again. There we go. Okay. So credentials, web authentication recommended. Yes, that's fine. Account, mine's Blood Marauder.
Right, mine says Makering.
Okay, server is automatic. Server, you can put in that link probably.
Right, where it says automatic.
Yeah.
But don't I need to put something in the stream key space?
I don't think so yet. First, we're just going to put in the server path, and you're going to test bandwidth, maybe. Or we may have to add the account stuff with your authorization key. We'll see.
I'm testing.
I set this up What?
It's not going where I asked it to go. When I pressed test bandwidth, it went to Salt Lake City.
Oh, okay. I set this up 3 years ago, so I'm not, I'm a little fuzzy on what's what. Plus, they've changed some of it. Well, you might have to just set up a stream key, and then you're going to need a stream key, I think. Do you have that? We should have that handy. So go back to let's get that. Get your Twitch stream key from them. Automatic should, I would think, work.
Where do you think it tells me my stream key?
Oh, if you go to your Twitch account and you go, there should be like a
primary stream key.
There's a dot. You found it that fast? That's very good.
It's very long.
Probably be under security.
So I copy and paste and stick that in.
Put it on your note. Put it on your note.
Bracket.
Put it on your notepad first. The curlies disappear and it just becomes the stream key. The curly braces.
Oh, so get rid of the braces?
Yeah.
I'm doing this in my notepad.
Okay.
And then you want me to try to stick that in the part that said server?
Yeah, try it. See what happens. I have to see if Steinberger left me a message.
What? I didn't mean to do that. Shoot. Apparently, pressing return is...
Okay, I have to listen to Effie's message while you're trying to figure that out. Hang on.
Go for it.
I didn't even think about it, but where are we going to put that message that's on there? Because I have to try out that one for a while to see if it works.
Okay, and Steinberger called me and didn't leave a message. I have to call him back. Hang on.
Hey, Bruce.
Hey there.
Whoa.
So what's are we going tomorrow shooting actually afterwards? We're supposed to let Marilee know so that they know what they're planning to make happen.
Right. Yeah, I'm up for doing it. Could we do we're gonna do breakfast at 10 and then head out?
Yeah.
Pretty shortly after there. I think if we left by 11 or so, 11:30, get out there by noon. I think I could probably do that.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay.
All right.
So
And
you
if
guys will answer. We'll just do breakfast 10 and then head out.
yeah, and if you want to come over and watch Chuck tonight, you're welcome to do that too. Otherwise, I'll just watch a movie or play a computer game.
Okay. Yeah, I have a bunch of stuff to do here tonight. I'm gonna try to do that because the weekend's gonna close.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay, I'll let Jennifer know on the shooting thing.
Okay.
And
cool.
she'll let Marilee know. Okay, bye.
All right.
Okay, so I'm live except for there's nothing streaming.
That's great. Jennifer, Jacob got back to me. He said yes.
He does want to go?
Yeah. So we're just going to try to eat at 10 and then get out of here about 11 if we can, 11:15 or something. And then we'll drive out there and shoot things.
And what time does he have to go?
He didn't say. We'll just
Okay,
stay as long as we can.
He's going to be here at 10?
I mean, if we can talk about that, and if it needs to be that we take different vehicles out, that's fine too.
Okay, but he's going to be here at 10? in the morning?
Yeah. So
Okay.
let Marilee know that, I guess, and then we'll go from
Okay,
there.
I'll let her know.
Okay, bye. I'm on with
Okay.
Wiggins still. Bye. Okay, sorry about that. Go ahead. I'm all yours again.
We'll see what happened when I put in the long key code stuff.
Okay, but
I
he's
pressed
configured 10.
return.
Okay, but
And
he's
so the
configured
whole
10.
box went away with all the other options. So whatever it said is now what I'm set up at. And I can't get it to open again. I get like a smaller version of the window, and all I can do is change my bit rate.
You're definitely streaming because I can hear you. It's echoing through.
I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. That just means that you've got a stream happening. So to get that to come back up, all you have to do is go broadcast, click broadcast, and then click on you have to go down while it's up because their menus are stupid. Then you have to move over to the gear and click on the gear.
Right, I did, and now it's just a smaller little window. It
Right.
doesn't
So
like
that's
the other.
because you're streaming live right now. So in order to make it stop, hit cancel, go back up to broadcast, click on just the red highlight Twitch stream for Makering, and that will stop your broadcast.